Jeez. Oh. Oh. This is tragic. And the writer says stupid things like it costs more to maintain than a fighter jet. And the engine will explode into 1,000 pieces no bigger than an eyeball. Now, who writes this stupid stuff? Oh.
Oh, you're so clever, Tyler. So witty. Yeah. Oh, well, as you can see, there is a big hole in my garage right now, and it's not just literally, it's everything. But it was actually part of the plan. I was going out to Monterey for Car Week, but I had a little bit of business to do in LA beforehand, and I wanted to ship one of my cars out there just to save some money, because usually when I go out to California, I end up buying something. But if I have one of my cars out there, then maybe I won't buy something. Actually, it costs a lot of money to ship cars out to California, so maybe the logic wasn't very good on that. But anyway, I decided to ship my 1995 Ferrari 355 out to California to drive for a week. Now, this may sound insane given how unreliable the 355 can be, but I had just sorted the car out. I'd put over 1,000 miles on it without any problems at all, and I was really confident that it was up for the task. Yeah, I know. Now, I know a lot of people in California. I have family out there, but not a lot of them have extra storage space. Storage is a really hot commodity in California, and it's a weird old Ferrari, so it had to be somebody that was into cars. Now, Doug DeMuro, you guys may be thinking this right off the bat. He lives in San Diego, which is way far away from Los Angeles, and even farther away than Monterey. That's going up the California coast, and I'm not even sure if he had room. But one person I did know that has a lot of room, a big house in Calabasas, that's Parker of Vehicle Virgins. Now, we're friends, and I messaged him, and we had a little back and forth. I was like, hey, why don't I ship this 355 to you? You can make some videos, have some fun with it, and then I'll fly out. We can drive up Highway 1 to Monterey together and enjoy the week. And he was like, yeah, man, that's really cool. Let's do this. And so I got shipping really fast, actually. So it was going to be with him for 3 weeks, or almost a month, actually. So it was very nice of Parker to do this for me, to store it. And he got to make a few videos. They were both really good. It was fun to see him really putting that car through its paces, the Capristo exhaust revving up, and seeing somebody who's really normally associated with newer supercars, the hypercars and all that stuff, appreciate this old thing with only 380 horsepower for what it is. And I really enjoyed the videos, and I really enjoyed the video of him making fun of Ferrari owners. But it turns out that video was actually shot hours before the car exploded. Yeah, I know. So Parker calls me, which is weird because kids don't, call people these days. They always text. So when he called me, I knew something was wrong. I answered the phone. I was like, uh-oh, what broke? And he's like, oh, well, no, it's driving fine. I just smell a weird smell. It's kind of a fuel smell. How do you pop the back so I can see what's going on in the engine bay? And honestly, I didn't quite remember offhand how to pop the hatch because I have so many cars, which was kind of embarrassing. But then I remembered, and he popped it, and he smelled around, and then he realized that the power steering cap was stripped on the reservoir. This sits in the V of the engine, or above the V, where the power steering reservoir is, in a weird spot, and it was stripped out, and a lot had gushed out. It's like, ooh, that's not good, but that's not 4-alarm explosion fire bad. So maybe we can wait for it to cool off, and then, do you know like a Ferrari mechanic that can work on this thing? He's like, yeah, he works on my Lamborghini, he's a good guy. I was like, okay, well, probably wait for it to cool off, then just limp it over there. But Parker was even more careful, and he called his mechanic to make sure. He told him what was going on and asked him, hey, is it safe for me to drive this thing over, or should I tow it? And the mechanic's like, yeah, drive it over. Just don't rev it too high so it doesn't loop out and start a fire. And so he's like, yeah, okay. So he nervously started it up, put it in gear, drove it about 15 feet, and it exploded, apparently. Now, they got out. It went up really fast. Apparently his passenger got a small burn on his leg, which is really sad, and he had some personal property in there, some camera equipment, his wallet, other stuff that burned in the car, which is terrible. But I had no idea what was going on. I knew a lot of time had gone by and he hadn't checked in with me, so I was a little concerned. But when he did finally call me again, I answered it and said, oh, the Ferrari exploded, didn't it? He's like, yes, it did. It burned to the ground. And I didn't believe him. I thought this was a joke. I thought he was being Ashton Kutcher on Punk'd and was joking with him, carrying on as it was one big joke. Ha ha, so it's a marshmallow. Yeah, right, okay, whatever. And he was telling the truth, and I was joking the entire time. I finally started to believe him when he handed the phone off to a firefighter, and the firefighter started giving me details, asking things about the car. And I still didn't believe it until I heard the radio squawk, with the dispatch chatter. And then I realized, this is a real firefighter, this is a real fire. And then Parker sent me pictures, these pictures. So my Ferrari's dead. It had to get towed. It's towed into a tow yard. It's a comprehensive claim, so I've let insurance know. And now I'm flying out to California, and I had to rent a Saturn Sky Roadster last minute on Turo. Fun car, but not a Ferrari 355. We're going to go see what's going on with my Ferrari. Apparently Parker took footage of the car burning and exploding. I'll figure out if I want to see that or not, and figure out what we're going to do with my car. I'm just glad everybody's okay, and clearly this wasn't Parker's fault. Ferraris are known for doing this at random. He was super careful. He called me. He called my mechanics to make sure. So obviously not his fault. Random thing, random happening. It happened on a road, not at a gas station, not anywhere. He hadn't just filled up the tank. It was just a weird thing that these Ferraris like to do. So I'm going to go out there. I'm going to see him. And if you guys throw any shade at him, try and put any blame on him for doing this, I'm going to be really upset with you. So just do not give Parker a hard time. He's really upset about it as is, and don't worry, I'm insured, I'm fine. But I'm going to fly out, I'm going to go see this car, and I'm sure seeing this is really going to hurt. I have a bellman. Thank you. Are you expecting a tip? I'm here in Calabasas, entering the den of the vehicle virgin. Hello, Clarice.
Oh my God, I've literally been waiting here for the last 6 days since you said you were coming.
How's it going, man?
It's going good. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Look at this merchandise. If you guys don't buy some of this, I don't know what you're doing.
That's the hottest merch in the game.
Oh, okay. Cut the camera.
This is the mansion.
It also has really bad acoustics right here for video.
Look at the floor. I wish I was under better circumstances.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
But, okay.
What a mess.
This is why we're really good friends, is that he's sorry, and I'm even sorrier, and then he's even sorrier, and it's just this it's pretty much the worst situation possible, but the reality is nobody got hurt,
right?
And I'm glad it happened to me and not your family. I almost cried right when it happened in the reality of, oh, my Gallardo was wrecked and that was my dream car, and that was taken from me where somebody else was driving, and when I thought, oh my God, I was driving. Well, I knew that this car has a history of issues. I didn't do anything, but I was the one who was there. And so initially, now when we talked about the insurance and the family and the all,
right.
It's a blessing in disguise, but it was like, so if you want to watch it, you can watch it. I haven't watched it since then, so
Right. Well, I know they want to see it.
All right, this is a real deal. They haven't watched this.
And you're dressed in your
in a Walmart outfit.
Yeah, you're dressed for that making fun of the Ferrari owners.
Yeah, and the tragedy is. The tragedy is the car, but think about it. These people were like, my ID was in there burning.
Yeah.
The registration was burning. It was your car. I'm in a Walmart outfit that's XXL. And somehow, because there was the honest truth of the situation, as crazy as it seemed that I was just in a Ferrari fire, they did believe that it was not my car, it was yours, and I was given. But
jeez. That's a bonfire.
When I say it was a fire, it was such. How do I tell him this? That I was like, yeah, I didn't know what to do. I just wait till the fire went out, and then I was like, all right, it's time to.
Yeah.
Like they put the fire all the way out, the clip before this, and then it went.
Just
again.
reignited.
Yeah, like I think. Oh, look at that. They're like what? I think that was they were propping open the fuel thing so they could spray it in.
Right.
You can hear me in the background swearing.
You really should put this together because that's a really that's an amazing moment. Yeah.
But that was like, dude, I'm actually getting like borderline emotional. Like it was like, how do I tell this guy who doesn't know me that well, but I feel like we're quality friends, like what just happened?
Right.
But
What's he
that's where
doing?
The fuel lines go.
No.
Obviously, we set up a tripod with the intent of filming this, but like I'm actually like you're welcome to watch more, but I'm fine.
No,
I'm done.
good.
I'm done with this.
I'm good. I think just get a good night's sleep. I'll go see it tomorrow. Just take it all. It's hard to believe. I guess I'll believe it when I see it, but I still feel like the car's there. It's really sad. Really sad.
It's like, or two, like I wouldn't say I'm a grown man. I'm 24. I'm a little bit like a child, but like, dude, like this brought tears to my eyes, and it's not my car.
Yeah, dude. Can't believe it happened. Terrible. We good now? We okay now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Jeez. Oh. Oh. Dude. This is tragic.
The gated manual, that's the only saving grace, maybe. The Ferrari emblem, the tachometer, perhaps.
This was the car, you know, when I bought it, I felt like I'd made it, you know. It was a pretty big achievement. It's really sad.
I think they to pour not fuel, but
Water, I mean, yeah, water.
yeah, to
Water down the tank.
distinguish it. They actually took a axe. I'm not sure what they were doing here, but they took an axe to the front end.
Jeez.
I don't know, man. I watched them do it, and I was like, the car was on fire, so I couldn't tell them what not to do. They were firefighters.
You know, the insurance is getting worked out, or I'm not worried. I'm going to be taken care of for this car. But I know I can't let it die. There's just no way this is the end of the road for this 355. As bad as it looks, it's not going to get scrapped. There's no way. I don't have the means to fix it, but I know there's one person who's crazy or stupid enough to actually buy this thing. Thank goodness he exists, but thank you for watching.
Preview.